Tribe. Guys, look. College. We got to talk about it. Going to college. What is there to do other than go to college? Think about it. Like, what do you do? So first off, your parents are probably like, Johnny, you're going to school, boy. So you go and you talk to a counselor and you see what's available, but you don't really want to go. I've been there. I went to sign up for a FAFSA, and I was almost overwhelmed where I just was like, you know what? Not doing this. In hindsight, I wish that maybe I had a little bit more clarity. That way I could have went and I could have signed up for the class, and I could have maybe spent some time getting educated and maybe used my time a little bit better. I'm sure I would have met a bunch of good people. I'm sure I would have learned a bunch of good stuff. And maybe come out with something that's valuable. Is the juice worth the squeeze in that case? You know, is the time and the money, the effort worth what I would get at the end? I don't know. I haven't been through it. I do know school is a business. I do know that when I see a lot of the kids, and I used to go and talk to my ex-girlfriend, I would go to Ohio State University and visit her once in a while, and I would just see all of these young people with a ton of potential wasting away, watching their bodies deteriorate, getting fat, doing all kinds of drugs, like I would see them do with the drugs. I would see them getting drunk multiple times a week. They're losing their glow and their vigor, yet they're going to school. They're doing what they're being told to do. And a lot of these people came out with a lot of debt. They came out with 4 years kind of down the drain, where they were focused, but they didn't really like learn any greater skills. They didn't learn, you could say, the street skills or how to really make it on your own. They've been dependent. So look, I have seen my sister also go to school and almost get indoctrinated into a certain way of thinking, into this like leftist collective mentality, the social studies, these SJWs and stuff like that, but almost like they teach you how to think. They break you down so that they can rebuild you in their image, instead of you kind of figuring things out on your own and really forming an opinion through trial and error and just, a bunch of different input. Rather, you just go to school, man. You just slack off and focus on what's at school. I'm not saying everyone has to do this. I've seen it be done. Okay? It's almost like the military. You go in there, they break you down, and they rebuild you how they want you. So for you guys that are questioning, what do I do? I'm at this, what do you go to school, like 18, 19? I would say make up your mind. That way you're not double-minded. Make up your mind what you want to do if you're going to school. And just sign up, go for it, and go full force. When you're a year in, don't start slacking on your studies and drinking and being like, you know what, F this. If you're going to do that, then just drop out completely or finish it. Like, you can't just be constantly going back and forth. If you need to switch your major, well then switch your major. But make it happen, dude. And if you're not going to go to school, well then just don't go to school and get a job. Simple as that. Plenty of jobs. There's no excuse. If you're looking for a job, you're going to find a job. You just got to have the mentality to make it work. And that's where we come to, guys, is you can make anything happen. Now, you don't got to rush and go into school, but keep an open mind. All right? Maybe you take a year off and you keep your good habits going. You're working out. You got your body in shape. You're healthy. You're learning. Maybe you mess around trying to build a business online, one step at a time, day after day. You go slow. And you see how it turns out. That's how I built this channel, day after day. One video, one video, one video. The way I built the Monkland Box, 1 month after 1 month, another month, customer after customer after customer. All right, same thing with the Patreon. And it's just that slow and steady. You can't rush it. That's how school's going to be. If you don't go to school, work's going to be like that. You're going to be working. So you got to make money, I know. But don't stress. The money will come. Just have the open mindset. You're going to make it happen. And it will happen. Okay? So, but don't rush in to doing something because your parents are telling you to do it, or your uncle, or your aunt, or you had a dream that you need to go to school. No, God's not telling you go to school. He's not yelling. That's all in your head. And so you wanna be real. You don't want to just rush in and make a stupid mistake. All right. So be at peace. It's gonna work out, and just stay curious, really. And you can do stuff while you go to school. You got plenty of time. If you stay focused, you keep the good habits, you stay on track, you're gonna have plenty of time, man, to experiment, to build your own business on the side. Even if you're making $100, flipping some sandals per month, you can do some extra stuff. All right, guys, stay curious, stay hungry. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.